that walked by early that said she want 2 husbands. She had one man, she had one up there.
She walked through it. She be walking through here.
Oh yeah,
I
all the
was seeing
time.
her when I do fly and shit. She
That's right. Bring that up.
Psalm 2 verse. Why do the heathen rage?
The Lord say,
Why do the heathen rage?
And the heathen are nations, man. Right? You're raging, literally right now. Give me Proverbs chapter 4 and 14. Raging, man. They're plotting and planning. How can they stop the ministry, man? Commit a word to the Lord, sister. What's your nationality?
My nationality?
Right, your biblical nationality. What's your name in the Bible?
My name's not in the Bible.
It is.
It is, sister.
Can I show you?
No, I gotta meet somebody.
They gotta meet somebody. Right? Hopefully the sister come back and hear the word to the Lord, man. But as we speak, the heathen are raging, man.
Right.
As these prophecies continue, as we speak of Iran, as we speak of Israel, as we speak the restoration, the downfall of these nations, and the resurrection of the 12 tribes, the heathen are upset about that.
Right.
Man. They've always been upset that the Israelites have been waking up, huh? And that they have building the temple, and that they have been calling their people back home, huh? So they're losing their mind right now, huh? A lot of these people be on this live and they'll be Edomites, man.
Right.
Or they're agents,
Right.
and they're in a room with 300 other people, and the lights are off, and they got a headset on, man.
Right.
And their job, they're hired, they're so confused. That's a CIA operative move, man.
Right.
They go into other nations to economic hitman, they call them, man, to overthrow governments. You don't think they do that, Israel, man? You got agents in Israel, man. You wicked, some of you Israelites are heathen, man.
Right.
I'm led to believe there may be an agent, just maybe 2 or 3, just every major congregation, man. Right? At least, and you may not know until the Most High reveal it, man. Right? So that represents all of the heathen raging. You got a point? Oh, go on, King. You got a point? Read on. 14? No, read on Psalms 2.
So,
Damn. He wasted.
Read on, King.
Psalm 2 verse 2. Verse 1 reading on. And the people imagine a vain thing.
Who's trying to stop this ministry?
And people imagine a vain thing.
They try to go to war against their creator.
And the people imagine a vain thing.
Put off the end of the world.
And the people imagine a vain.
So your thoughts and your imaginations are vanity, huh?
Right.
Because it's not what the Most High thoughts are. Right? So here you are thinking that you're literally going to stop Yahweh Shah when he returns, man.
See that?
You have created an entire space force and the system you have spent billions of taxpayer dollars, man. Invested and print out your own money to create a system to try to fight against your maker, man. Y'all commit a word to the Lord.
Brother.
Right? Hey, brother, commit a word, one verse. Give me one verse. Deuteronomy chapter 20. Hey, brothers, commit a word to the Lord. We gotta straighten up, man.
Right.
We can't be out here being all sassy, man.
Right.
Sissy foot, man.
Right.
Sugar foot. Sugarness, how they say, huh?
Right.
Right, so they're imagining the vain thing. Right, read on.
The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord.
Against the who?
Against the Lord.
Read.
And against his anointed.
So they're taking counsel against the Lord. How wicked is that, man?
Right.
Here you are on the earth, man.
Right.
On the earth, hungry, starving, huh? Trying to figure out what you're going to wear and what you're going to do. Your devices, give me wisdom 9 and 12. Your devices are uncertain, but you think that you can come together and put devices together and fight against the Most High. You don't even know if it's going to rain or not, man.
Right.
You don't even know what you want to wear in the morning, man. Right? You don't know if you want to take this exit or take it, man. But you think that you have the idea to stop the Most High, man. But the cool thing about it is the Most High gave you over to that, man. Right? Give me wisdom of Solomon 9 and 12.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 9 and verse number 12.
Bring it out.
So shall my acceptable, and then shall I judge thy people righteously,
Right?
and be worthy to
Your
sit in.
wisdom of Solomon 9 and 12. Come, read on.
And be worthy to sit in my father's seat. For what man is he that can know the counsel of God?
What the Lord say?
For what man is he that can know the counsel of God?
Yeah, what man can know the counsel of the Most High, man? Man is up there in the third heaven, man. With all of the archangels, with Michael, Raphael, even Satan is part of the council, man. Satan, hey brother, commit a word to the Lord, brother. Right, you got Uriel up there,
Right.
You got the host of heaven, and they have councils, man. Read 2 Chronicles 18. You don't have to. Read 1 Kings 22, man.
Right.
Man knows the device of the Heavenly Father, man. He said his thoughts are not your thoughts. Right, I got a verse for you, sister. Give me the word to the Lord. One verse. Right, we're
You want me to give you a verse?
verse.
Can I
I read one?
No, we're going to give you one first, and then, Lord willing, you can give us. You got a verse, brother, you want to give too?
Come on. Get your hands up the pen.
Right? What verse you want to give us?
I don't know them about.
Okay. You like go to church and all that stuff?
Sometimes.
Sometimes? What about you, brother? You want to give us a verse? You don't know none? We know a few, right?
A few.
We're going to give you a few. How much is a few?
Give me one for healing.
One for healing? Can I tell you why you need to be healed? All right, give me the Deuteronomy. That's how we started Cap last week. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and go to verse number 59.
Deuteronomy.
All right, give me Psalms chapter 103 and verse number 3. Read that.
28 and verse 59.
What kind of healing? What are you talking? What kind of healing are you talking about? Is it physical? Is it spiritual? Is it mental?
Mentally, physical, emotionally, all of it.
Now, let me ask you a question. Why do
But mostly mentally.
mostly mentally,
Yeah, mostly mentally.
like stress?
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna show you something. Now, the spirits, those are spirits that are on our people. Stress, anxiety, right? Depression, paranoia, all these things, worrying about unforeseen outcomes. These are part of the curses that we go as a people, believe it or not, right? Now, I'm gonna show you that in Deuteronomy chapter 28 and 59.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 59.
Y'all heard of Moses, right? So y'all understand. This is Moses talking to one people. What people is he talking to? When you say us, what do you mean?
Bless you.
You said what, brother? The Israelites.
Right.
Have y'all heard of the Israelites before?
I heard Israel, not Israelites.
You heard of the Israelites? What do you know about the Israelites?
It's us.
Where'd you learn that at?
Yeah.
You came up here? See that? Oh, see, I'm gonna do something. Right now, I'm gonna show you something. Right now, read that.
Deuteronomy 28 verse 59. Then the Lord will make thy plagues wonderful, and the plagues of thy seed, even great plagues.
Even what?
Even great plagues.
So God says that He's the one that creates the plagues. Rather you have an infection, rather you have some type of mental disorder, rather you have a spiritual plague that you're dealing with, you're battling demons. All these plagues are sent by God. Right? They're not accidents, and they don't come by chance. Right? The Most High's created these things. That's what we're reading. Read on.
And of long continuance.
And of what?
And of long
And
continuance.
some of these plagues continue for a long time. You can't shake them. Some people have mental illness, they die. You have certain mental illnesses that are passed down from generation to generation, and physical health issues as well. Right? Read on.
And sore sicknesses.
And what?
And sore sicknesses.
Even sicknesses we deal with that we need to be healed. God speaks to these things. Read on.
And of long continuance.
Read.
Moreover, he will bring upon thee all the diseases of Egypt.
All the what?
All the diseases of Egypt.
Now he said the diseases of Egypt because the Israelites jumped through the Red Sea, they received the commandments, and they just exiled out of Egypt. All right? So he's telling them, you just came out of Egypt and you heard of diseases that they went through. I'm gonna make sure that you go through those diseases too if you do my commandments.
Right.
Makes sense? Read on. So we're not supposed to be going through illness and diseases.
Right.
And sicknesses. These things are a direct result of us breaking the commandments of God. Makes sense?
Which thou was afraid of.
Which what?
Which thou was afraid
See,
of.
now we're to these diseases. Back in the ancient times, we were afraid of these things when we heard about it. Right? Read on.
And they shall cleave unto thee.
And then what does it mean when something's unto you? Attached to you. Right? Now, why do these happen? Plagues, diseases. Why do we have to be healed?
Life.
It's part of life, or it's deeper than that.
God,
It's way deeper than that.
That's right. That's right.
Now, go to Deuteronomy 11 and 26. Right? This is why. What's your name, sister?
Kira.
Kira, what's your name, brother? Kira and Caleb. See that? Right?
Right.
Now listen to this.
Deuteronomy 11 verse 26. Behold, I set before you this day a blessing and a curse.
Hey, what?
A blessing and a curse.
What do you want? The blessings or the curses?
Blessing.
You want the blessings. Can you just clap your hand times and get the blessings? There's an action, right? That you have to get the blessings. Even,
action.
I'm gonna show you. Even the curses. You can't just walk. The Lord said that the curse causeless shall not come. Right? So if you're going to be cursed, there's a reason behind it. All right? There's a reason why people get blessed. There's a reason why people don't get blessed. Read on.
A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
How do you get the blessings?
A blessing if you obey the commandments of the Lord your God.
So how do you get the blessings? If you what?
Pray on it.
No, read it. A what?
A blessing if ye obey the commandments of the Lord your
Who
God.
you have to obey though?
Obey
Obey what?
to God.
Read it one more time.
A blessing if ye obey the commandments.
The what?
The
The
commandments of the Lord your God.
So you get blessed if you obey the commandments. It's a stipulation.
Right.
If you obey the commandments, then you get blessed.
Which I command you this day, and a curse
And a curse.
if you will not obey the commandments.
And a curse if you don't obey the commandments. One of the curses that we read were plagues, sicknesses, and diseases. That happens because we don't do what? Obey the commandments of God. So that's why we're going through what we go through. We're bugged out. We talk to ourselves, right? We're always in the hospital. You're going to these clinics and these pharmacists, all of these prescriptions to take care of yourself, man.
Right.
You take one pill for your arm, now you got to next week and take 3 for your leg. Because now you got all these side effects, and now you got migraines, your kidney failure, right? You're slow of speech. These are sicknesses and
Right.
plagues.
Just spoke it
Right,
up.
we just spoke about that, huh?
I don't even know.
Right, come find out how to get healed, brother.
See that? It's only one good.
See that? Right? So we're used to these things,
Y'all be
man.
out here every weekend?
Lord willing. If you want to break those curses, what do we have to do? Keep the commandments.
The commandments don't.
I'm going to show you another curse that happened to us. Go to verse 68.
Verse 68 in the book of Deuteronomy, the 28th chapter.
You listening?
And the Lord shall bring thee Egypt again.
Read that again.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
He said that the Israelites are going to go back into Egypt again. What were they doing in Egypt when Moses said, let my people go? You remember? They were slaves. You ever heard of the term working like a Hebrew slave? Well, the Hebrews were slaves under the Egyptians. This was 4,000 plus years ago. All of the pyramids you see in Egypt, you heard of the pyramids? The Anubis, the Sphinx, the monuments, the relics, the tourist attractions, those were built by slave laborers,
Right.
right? Now, they didn't just, again, like I said, clap their hands and that stuff was
Got
built.
what they wanted.
They put one people into captivity, forced them to build up their cities. Now, that's in the Bible. I'm going to show you that real quick. Judith 5 and 11.
The book of Judith, chapter 5 and verse 11.
Listen to this.
Therefore the king of Egypt rose up against them and dealt subtly.
King of Egypt dealt subtly with the Israelites. When you're subtle, I mean you're sneaky, right? Read on.
And brought them
So
low
he set us up
and
And blow.
with laboring in brick and made them slaves.
and made us what?
And made them slaves.
So the Egyptians made our people what? Slaves. But then the Lord freed us out of slavery.
Right.
He freed us out of Egypt. But he told us if you break the commandments that I give you, you're going to have to go to Egypt again. Meaning back into what again? What were they doing in Egypt the first time? What were they doing in Egypt the first time? Right. What were they? They were in slavery in Egypt the first time, right?
Right.
So he's telling them if you break the commandments, your punishment is you're going to go back into another Egypt again, another slavery again. Does that make sense? Now read that.
Like I'm all back in history.
Deuteronomy
Some
28,
real history
verse
though.
68.
This your history.
Right.
The Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Read it one more time for
And
me.
the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Not just sicknesses and diseases. Another, you're going to go back into slavery again. With what?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
How did our people get to America? On what? On ships. Didn't that happen?
Yeah.
It's in the Bible. God said that would happen. For breaking. Read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee,
Right?
thou shalt see it no more
And
again.
you wouldn't see your homeland again. Did they do a U-turn? Right? They dropped you back off in your land? No. God said you're going on those ships and you're never going to see your homeland Israel again. Baltimore is not your homeland.
Right.
America's not your homeland.
Right.
Right? A nation inside of another nation.
Right.
Subject to oppression, police brutality, murders, bills, mortgages, rents, drugs, and violence. This isn't our land. The Chinese man, he can go back to his land. Right? The Arab man can go to Arabia. The East Indian woman, the white woman could go back to France.
Right.
You don't know where you can go. Right? We're the only people who are conflicted about where we are from. Because God said that would happen.
Right.
He said that you wouldn't see your homeland again. What happened once you get off those ships?
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your
There what?
and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies.
Weren't we sold?
Slaves, right?
We were slaves. We were sold to our enemies. And we have the visual. Because some people don't know that we were actually sold. Right? They think we just manifest ourselves. Right? So this is a slave ship right here. And these are public bills and records of slavery. God said that would happen. He said, you will be sold unto who?
Unto your enemies.
Your enemies are it's a so-called white man.
Straight up.
So-called white woman. That's who we were sold to. I'm not making that up. It's in, it's in the Bible. Right? That's what God said. Read on.
For bond men
Slave men,
and bond women,
slave woman,
and no man shall buy you.
and what?
And no man shall buy
No
you.
man's going to redeem you. No man can free you out of your captivity. Doesn't matter if his name is Martin Luther King, or Malcolm X, or
Right.
Frederick Douglass,
Right.
or Harriet Tubman.
Right.
They're not going to free you out of your captivity. Because you're still here to this day. We're all here. Through are the curses. All of the
I
negative.
call it a cycle of life.
Well, God calls it the curses of
Right.
disobedience. Right? And it is sick because the Lord said it to belong continuance. And it's happened because our people do not follow the commandments of God. We rather do whatever we want to do instead of listen to what the Lord said. So we're here to tell our people that we are the Israelites. And if you want healing, who gives you healing? But healing is not something that is a freely given. Right? Give me Psalms 103:3. Healing comes through your obedience. Right? Give me Hosea 6:1. Read that.
Psalms chapter 103 and verse 3. Who forgiveth all thine
What
iniquities?
does the Most High do?
Who forgiveth all thine iniquities?
He's going to forgive your iniquities if you repent. Right? Meaning you acknowledge your sin, the fact that you broke the laws, commandments, and then you turn back to the Most High. Then he's going to forgive you of all your iniquities. And what else is he going to do?
Who healeth all thy diseases?
Who's going to do what?
Who
Who
healeth
healeth
all
all
thy
thy
diseases?
Then he'll heal you. But healing comes with repentance. Right? You can't be disobedient to the Most High and then ask for healing. Right? The Most High, he's not going to give you healing. He's going to give you plagues, like we read. He's going to give you sickness. So if you want healing, you have to put your actions in to get that healing from the Most High.
Right.
Read that real quick.
Hosea 4,
6:1.
6:1. Come and let us return unto the Lord.
What the Lord say?
Come and let us return unto the Lord.
So come and let us return to the Most High. His name is Yahweh, and his son name is Yahweh Shai. Right? The God of our fathers,
Bless you.
Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Read.
Torn and will heal us.
He torn us. He broke us down. We were buck broke, right? We were fed to alligators. We were ripped apart by horses. We were tarred and feathered. We were raped. We were molested. We were social experiments. We were science experiments. All of these things. We were dog food.
What happened to Rajah?
He got his head chopped off. They chased him down south, and they chopped his head off. And they called him a nigger, and they mutilated him. Right? They dismembered all his body parts, right?
Yep.
And they ate it, and they sold some, and they fed the dogs of the field and the fowls of heaven. Right? They did these things. That's part of the curses. That our carcasses would be for the beasts of the field. These things happen, and we'll be torn by beasts, man. These are the curses. Nobody else goes through this. You ever see the Chinese man go through this?
See that?
Arab man. How come they don't go through these things? But we are. How come we're currently things? What you say, brother? How come we're this and nobody else is? Give me Amos 3:1. Y'all got, I'm sure y'all don't have children, right? But in the when y'all are children of your parents, right? When y'all disobey your parents, do they go after every other child in the neighborhood to discipline? Who they go after? Why do they go after you? How come they don't go after Raheem down here or Javon down here? You said what? It's a little deeper than that. It's not just the fact that you're their child. It's the fact that you're the one who knows better. You were given
Right.
You were given particular laws about the house, when to come in the house, right? When to lock the door, when to clean up, when to go to bed. You were given these laws. He wasn't given those things.
Right.
So how is he going to be punished for those things?
Right.
We're the ones being given the laws of God this very day.
Right.
That's why we're the ones being punished.
Right.
Because God's laws and commandments, they weren't given to everybody else. They have their own laws. Stop at the stop sign, don't jaywalk. We have laws in the Bible. Don't eat pork. Women keep the Sabbath day. These are the laws that God gave the Israelites. Read that.
Chapter 3 and verse 1.
Right.
Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Who's the children of Israel? Us. We're the Israelites, the children of Israel. You're not black.
Right.
Black is the color of your life. Your skin is the same as ours. Right? That's just the color. You're not African American. You ever ask yourself, where did that even come from?
What did?
Guess. Take a wild guess. Guess who invented that term? The so-called white man.
Right.
Right.
One man, his name is Leo Scipios Africanus. That's where the term Africa comes from. Man who murdered all these Africans, and he conquered the land, named it after him. It's literally the name of a white man.
Literally.
America's the last name of another white man. He was a child molester. He was a offender. And a murderer. His name is Americus Vespucci. So he was a cartographer, a map maker, and he drew out the layout of South and North America. And he said, you know what? That's the guy right there. That's the one. Let's name God's people after murderers and killers.
See that?
And they'll never question it.
Right.
Because all they have is hip-hop, rap, iPhones, TikTok, and Instagram, and blunts. So they won't question anything. Right? They have everything that they need. And that's how we live right now. We don't question everything or anything because of the devices of sin that keep you asleep, sister. But it's time to wake up.
Right.
It's time to wake up and stop living your life like a fool out here, like the rest of our people, huh? And if you want healing, it comes through obedience, right? If you don't seek the Most High through obedience, you're gonna get worse and worse. It's gonna get worse and worse, because healing comes from God. What's the opposite? What's the ultimate opposite? Death. Death comes from the Most High too, huh? Right. So read that one more time. Amos 3 and 1.
Amos 3 and 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
Right.
Against the whole family, which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known of all the families of the earth.
Go on.
Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquity.
We're the only ones that the Most High knows, man. Right? So we're the only ones that were given laws and commandments, man. Did y'all know that, brothers?
Yeah.
What'd you know, brother?
We're the only ones that was given laws and commandments.
By who? By who? No, not hell no, not by the government.
Hitler.
Hitler?
Bro,
by the Most High God, brother. Nigga said Hitler. Y'all care about the truth? Would y'all rather live a life of a lie or truth, right? Y'all know y'all living a life of lie right now, right? What's your race? This is how I know y'all living a lie. What's your race?
I know it. Yeah, we Judas, nigga.
Yo.
No, nigga. It was something like that. I forgot it.
No.
It's one of them.
You came up here before, brother?
Yeah.
Look at the first one. No, brother, what is it, brother? You saying look at the first one.
American blacks.
We're the Israelites.
Right.
Israelites.
Damn. Name that the Most High God gave us. Right? Give me Romans 11 and 1, man. Right? Y'all wake up, y'all young men, man. Y'all can't be walking like a damn Negro out here, man.
Right.
Lost. It's time to be mature and grow in the truth, man.
Right.
What are y'all, 17? 18? 17? It's about that time, huh?
Right.
It's about that time, huh? Read that. Give me 1 Corinthians 13 and 11. You don't want to live your life like this guy, man.
No, not at all.
Come on, man.
Right? Read that.
Romans 11 verse 1.
Bring it
I
out.
say then, have God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite.
I'm just a Negro boy.
For I also am an Israelite.
Baltimore.
For I
also am an Israelite.
What did God call us? No.
Plan.
Israelites. Oh, shit. Right? Here, y'all take a flyer. Just take a flyer. Right? Take a flyer. Y'all look into it. Right? Come back when y'all mind right. Right? Read on. We're not here to play games.
That's right.
Yeah, we're not a substitute teacher, man.
Right.
Treat us like we're a substitute teacher
Right.
up here, man. We just to the Most High God,
Right.
man. Right? Read that. Read on, King.
Go on. Of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
Right, the tribe. Who doesn't want to know the truth, man?
Right.
Your God-given nationality, man. See, people aren't really fearing the Most High.
Nah,
You ask
nah.
for healing.
Right.
It be out.
Right.
You ain't hurting that bad.
Yeah.
Or you hurting that bad, but you don't even know how bad you hurt. So you're not seeking the Most High, right? Go back to Hosea 6:1, man. Even
Ain't it-
Deuteronomy 32 and 39.
They ain't at the bottom yet.
No,
They ain't
no,
never
no,
taste
no.
the bottom.
Right, they there,
They
but
there.
shit, they there.
Yeah.
Our people don't know how bad of a situation
it
they're
is,
in, right?
right.
Look, that's what she came. Read that, unbelievable. Read that.
Hosea 6 verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord.
Now walk with the enemy.
Come and let us return with the Lord.
Read.
For he have torn, and he will heal us.
See that?
He have smitten, and he will bust up.
You know how destroyed you gotta be as a so-called black woman to walk with the so-called white man?
Right.
You
And
know how
vice
ignorant
versa.
you have to be? When I say ignorant, I'm not talking how Jake used to wear it. I'm knowledge, man.
Right.
Not know.
You're just literally without understanding how much trauma, devastation, and wickedness he did to you, man.
Right.
I mean, this man will wake up at lewd hours of the night and rape you with 10 other men, man. They use CUM buckets, man. That's what they used to call you, man. And all of the things that because remember, the so-called white man, he called himself a Puritan. He used to call himself a God-fearing Christian. So he couldn't do a lot of those things with that so-called, his lewd, nasty devices. So he would take it out on Eve, man. All his freakism, his lust, he would just finish off on Eve, man. And leave Eve and then beat her half to death, man. And then bring her back and run experiment. That's where the term hysterectomy comes from, man.
Right.
Where they would play with your good parts, right? And put stuff in there and sew it up, then close it out and see how much you scream. Does this hurt? If I touch this, does that hurt? They would use you like you was a damn dog, man. They'll rape your husband in front of you, man. Slay your children in front of you, man. And now you're walking with the so-called white man. Crazy. Go to Hosea 13:9, man. Right? So it's time to return to the Lord, man. Right? You didn't return to the blunt. You didn't return to Christianity. You didn't return to philosophies. It's time to return to the Lord, man.
Right.
Read that. We return to the wine. Read that.
Hosea 13 verse 9.
Bring it out.
O Israel, thou hast destroyed
It's
thyself.
called suicide, man.
Right.
Spiritual suicide, man.
Right.
Once you deny the Bible, it's over, man.
Right.
Once you deny the Most High, it's over.
Right.
You're dead.
Right.
You destroyed yourself, man.
Right.
You can't really blame the so-called white man. I mean, you can look at him and understand the wickedness he did to you and blame him for these things, like the Most High said. He helped forward the affliction.
Right.
And he showed no mercy. But you have to have a spirit of accountability, man, and say, look, I went off, man. Right? We broke the commandments.
Right.
Ones who dwelt amongst the Canaanites and learned their laws, man, and learned their gods. What is that? Intermingled amongst the heathen, man. We have to take these things on our own, man.
Right.
Right? Read on. And Jake can't take accountability for any damn thing, man.
But in me is thine help.
But in what?
But in me is thine help.
See, yeah, help comes from the Most High.
That's right.
Right? Yeah, help. Give me Psalms 121 and 1. Yeah, help me, Yahweh Shemel Shai. Give me the book of Psalms, chapter 144 and verse number 2. Your help came from the Elamite, man. Your mother on crack, man. Your father dead, locked up. You working all these hours, all these bills, all of this wickedness and health issues, these infirmities. Only the Most High can help you from these things.
Right.
Because the Most High gave you time. Right? The Lord said in Isaiah chapter 42, who gave Israel to the robbers, man? Right? And to the spoilers. Was it not the Lord, man? Against whom have sinned? And hold that to Isaiah 42 and 24. Read that.
Psalm 144 verse 2. Mike,
No, I want Psalms 121 first.
Psalms chapter 121, number 1. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills. From whence cometh my help?
From what?
From whence cometh my help?
Read.
My help, Yahweh,
Come from my blunt.
cometh from Yahweh.
Come from popping pills.
Cometh from Yahweh.
Come from doing drugs.
Cometh from Yahweh.
Come from being homosexual.
Cometh from Yahweh.
See, Jake, you seek help in all the wrong places, man. Your help don't come from that blunt, man. You see that? It don't come from the black, man.
Right.
Oh, I'm stressed out, I gotta smoke, man. Your help don't come from the bottle. Right? Just because you had a hard day at work doesn't mean you drink this stuff, man.
Right.
Because you gotta get back up the next day, man.
God.
And do it all over again, man.
Right.
Right? The bottle can't save you. The blood can't save you. The sick can't help you, man. Pledging allegiance to the so-called white man can't help you.
At all.
You take on that spirit, if I can't beat him out, I'll have to join him. Right? He's whooping our ass. He's opening us. I guess I have to join him, man. No, he can't help you, man.
At all.
Wizards, warlocks, Buddha can't help you.
Nope.
What has Buddha done, man? For the Negro who got, we went into that, he got $75, man. For exoneration.
God.
For he was in prison for 30 plus years. $75 damn, man. Say, here you go, nigga. And I'm led to believe it was all in fives, man. And he probably took some off the top. Price tax, 6% on it, man. You know? Probably made mockery out of him.
Right.
You know, these guys in prison, the wardens and the COs, man, they make bets about you Negroes, man.
Right.
How long you gonna stay? What gang you gonna join, man? Who gonna snitch? Who gonna do this? They make bets about you. You're a joke, man.
Right.
The Israelites are a joke in the last days, man. So you gotta get your help from the Most High to get your name back, man.
Right.
Get your glory back. We the salt of the earth, man. Look at these nations. You bet your job get no press, man. They talk to you any kind of way, man. Right? Some jobs they actually kick you in the butt, man. And say, get to work, man.
Right.
They make you sing. You gotta work all the hours on fire, man. You don't get no credit. You don't get no recognition, man. Yeah, you gotta get help from the Most High, man. You're gonna keep relying under the hand of the so-called white man.
All right.
Look at this guy, man.
Look at
You
him.
let him rule over you, man. No spirit, no understanding. Read that, man. You know how great we are, it's like, compared to these other nations, man.
Right.
For bar, toe for toe, man.
Line for line.
Even in the so-called workplace, man. They walking around like they got suits and ties or whatever. Man, we can do all that times 10, man.
Right.
Right, a lot of jakes you be at the bottom of these companies, you know how to fix the company, man. You got the answer, man.
See that?
But the Lord said the
You
words
don't
of the
say
wise man are heard in secret, paraphrasing.
Right.
You know all of the answers.
Right.
And you talking about it. Only if they did this. Why they ain't do this yet? And they in these meetings for 10 hours, scratching their head trying to figure out what's going on, man. Jake already got the answers,
Bring
man.
it up.
And they show you that in that movie Trading Places with Eddie Murphy.
Khan.
It's from, I think it's from the late 80s, early 90s.
Khan.
But you had this top Edomite, man. He was a top, I think he was like a bookie or an accountant.
Yeah.
He was a panhandler, man.
Right.
A shuckster on the streets. And they actually made a bet. And they bet $1. Right? They bet, because Esau cheap with his money. Right? He bet $1 that he could take Eddie Murphy, and if they traded places with him and a rich Edomite, that Eddie Murphy would fail. And Eddie Murphy started running the whole company, man. He was running everything, man. He said this ain't nothing but being a bookie or something like that, man. So you in these situations, it's easy, man. They give all these flattering and fancy titles. It ain't nothing, man. Oh, we just hustling up here. Oh, that's all we doing?
Right.
Oh, we just grinding?
Right.
Getting money, man. No, you're not counting money. You're an executive accountant. No, we just get this money, huh? Yeah, you're a senior principal accountant, huh?
Right.
Oh, I'm just paying bills. They got departments called procurement, man. Perfect.
Khan.
Oh, I'm just buying stuff. I go to the grocery store all the time, huh? I keep buying. I got discounts. I'm just buying this and buying that.
Right.
Put a Jake in the position of a buyer, man, or an accountant. This stuff is easy to us, man.
Right.
But yeah, help and being back on top. The point is, it comes from the
Right.
Bring it out. Can you get a point?
I was on a point with the Jake that served 30 years and they gave me $5. That's 0.006 of a cent a day.
Wow.
It's not even a whole penny a day.
Wow. And now they got these Jakes putting out these fires, man.
Right.
And they give them a doggy and a slice of bread, man. And they drop you off the helicopter with your parachute. You land somewhere in damn California. And you got to learn. They don't give you no formal training, no safety training. Right. What that respirator's for? How to turn? They just drop you off and you sit up there putting out a fire, man. Go back to Psalms 121. Read that from the top. Our people need this.
Right.
Read that.
Psalms.
See, because we got a perspective.
Right.
Read that.
Psalms chapter 121 and verse 1. I will lift up mine eyes unto the hills, from whence cometh my help. My help cometh from the Lord.
Don't come from man.
My help cometh from the Lord, which made heaven and earth. He will not suffer thy foot to be moved. That keepeth thee will not slumber.
How can you not want to serve the Most High? He don't sleep.
Right.
He's not like man. See, Peter, John, and James, they were virtuous. They were righteous. But even they in the flesh, they fell asleep, man.
Right.
The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. Does that apply to Yahweh Shemel Shah? No. The Lord don't deal and operate in the flesh, man.
Right.
So the spirit is always willing. He's a consuming fire.
Right.
He's always watching. Give me Psalms 27:1. Hold that real quick, man. How do you not want to serve the Most High? He's always watching over you, man. He said your foot will never be moved, man.
Right.
I mean, if he got you on the right path, nobody can move you left or nobody can move you right. Right?
Psalm 127 verse 1.
Bring it out.
Except the Lord build the house, they labor in vain that build it.
So whatever you do, if you don't put the Most High first, it's going to turn to nothing, man. Right? Read on.
Except the Lord keep the city. Except the Lord keep the
So
city.
you got actual watchmen.
Except the Lord keep the
Then
city.
you got men with the military.
Except the Lord keep the city.
Read.
The watchman waketh, but in vain.
But in vain. Because the Lord is the ultimate watchman.
Right.
He's the ultimate watchman, man.
Right.
He's the one keeping the city. Who's the city? Israel, man. That's why he didn't allow Esau to murder us, man. And a lot of things, there's a lot of things. I was meditating on that earlier, that these people may want to do, man. They may want to harm you, man. People at your job, they want to get you fired. Maybe someone saw all your videos at work, man. Right? But the Most High put a spirit on them last minute for them to forget all about it, man. And it was on their way to HR to get you fired, man. Maybe maybe people from camp, they watch us, man, but the Most High turned their spirit, man. People probably plot to come out, I'm gonna kill them, man.
Yeah.
I'm gonna shoot them, man. I'm gonna stab them, man. When he said that to me, I'll be out there. And the Lord wandered them to where? Right. I'm led to believe there's people in the middle of nowhere right now. And they thought they was coming here, but the Lord had them go God knows where. Read 2 Kings the 6th chapter, man. They blind those men and led them straight to the king of Israel, man. And the Lord could have killed them, man. So read that in Psalms 127.
Psalm 127 verse. Except the Lord built the house, they labor.
Verse 2.
Verse 2. It is vain for you to rise up early, to sit up late, to eat the bread of sorrows. For so he giveth his beloved sleep.
So the Lord is the one that heals you, man. Vain to worry and to have depression, to sit up late. What am I going to do? How am I going to get this paid? How am I going to get out of captivity? Some people get up early, they can't sleep at night, man. The Lord said, watching for riches consumeth the flesh, and care thereof driveth away sleep, man. You can't sleep at night when you're $2,000 in debt, man. Right? You can't sleep at night when you're worried about getting fired, man. Or pressed at your job, man.
Right.
You terrified to go into work that so-called day, man.
Right.
You know eggshells.
Running late.
Right, you coming late, man. You looking for jobs while you at work, man.
Right.
You on Indeed, why you at the break place, man?
Right.
I ain't really paying that, man. Brothers know how it is, man.
Right.
But it's also vain to do that because the Lord keeps us, man. He's going to watch over you and protect you, man.
Right.
He's going to ensure that the angels keep their hedge about you. Read on.
Verse 3.
Even the angels, man. Read on.
Verse 3. Lo, children are inherit the Lord.
Let's sit on that. Now go back to Psalms 121.
Psalms chapter 121 and verse number 3. Bring it out. He will not suffer thy foot to be
So
moved.
we're going to get shaken too.
You will not suffer thy foot to be moved.
Yeah, right, because this is how you know. Because we're a testament to that, man. We're a living testament. The Most High brought us out of darkness and brought us to this truth, man.
Right.
So he hasn't allowed our foot to be moved. And some brothers been in this truth 20, 30 years, 40 years, maybe 40 plus, man.
Right.
It's been in this thing 2 years, 1 year,
Right.
1 week,
Right.
a month, 5 years. And the Lord didn't allow you to be moved. Read on.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber.
No, he take breaks.
He
Will
that
not slumber.
Will not what?
he will not slumber.
The Lord ain't like you and I, man. Brother might forget, oh, I was going to pick you up. Oh, man, Salaki. Right? Oh, man, I had your back, man. But you know what, man? I got distracted, man. Right? Oh, something came up. The Lord ain't like you and I, man.
Right.
Right? And all praise that he's not you and I,
All
man.
praise.
And like these other so-called false gods who are like you and I, man. Right? These so-called gods, they fall asleep, man.
Right.
They fall victim to lust.
Right.
Some so-called heathen gods, you read their accounts, they come down, they pop women, man. They get jammed up, they get
Right.
they turn into animals, man.
Right.
Right? They die off, man. They eat each other. One of these so-called gods ate their kids, man. I think the so-called Greek god Kronos, man, started to eat his children, man. See, thank the Most High that he's not like us, man.
Right.
Because we would have no hope if he was like us, man. So read that verse again. Who wants to serve a God like himself, man? Where you going to get your help from?
Right. Right.
And you call upon him, but hold on, I'm taking a shower right now. Right? Hold on, I'm using the bath. Oh, my stomach hurt.
Right.
Right? Hey, that's why Elijah mocked up. Give me 1 Kings 18.
Bring it out.
Right, read on. And we
Come.
Right.
Right.
Read on, King.
Psalms 121 and 3.
Probably like around, start around, you get around 30.
He will not suffer thy foot to be
A little
moved.
before that or so. Read on.
He that keepeth thee will not slumber. Behold, he that keepeth Israel neither slumber nor sleep.
Shall neither what?
Shall neither slumber nor sleep. The Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. The sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the night. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil.
No, some evil.
All evil.
2 days of evil.
From all evil.
He shall preserve thy soul.
See, man can't preserve your soul. Man might be able to preserve you for a day. Right? He might take a bullet for you. He can't save your soul. Right? Man might preserve you and give you a herb. Right here, take this herb right here, man. He might write you out a prayer. But he can't preserve your soul. Only Yahweh Shah can preserve you. Not these so-called false gods. Man, the hell with these so-called gods, man.
Right.
Right? If I would teleport right now, I would go straight to Mecca, man. I would go straight to Mecca where that so-called copperstone is.
Right.
And if I had a damn a jackhammer or a sludge hammer, we're gonna go to town on that thing.
Straight to it.
Right, read that. Commit a word to the Lord. Where y'all at on this sign right here?
Read all of it?
No.
In the middle?
Where you from?
The Dominican Republic.
All right, Dominican. You're Dominican?
How you know?
Spirit. Right, what about you?
But yeah, my dad's Dominican.
Okay.
I ain't from nowhere on there. Bro, you're
Your father's
Guatemalan.
not, your father's Guatemalan? Mexican? Oh.
Guatemalan.
Well, see that? So y'all would be Israelites according to
Right.
the Right?
I
'Cause-
am right.
See
yeah,
that?
right. So you know about the...
Yeah.
Okay, so guess what? Did God ever call you Dominican? Or Guatemalan or Mayan or all that? Is that found in the Bible? Y'all believe in the Bible?
Yes.
Did God ever call anybody those terms? No. So what is the name that God gave y'all? Isn't that important? It is important.
Yes, it is important.
Because who gave those names to Black, Negro, Hispanic? What race of people invented those terms?
Europeans?
European.
That's right.
Okay with the European just calling you whatever you want to call it?
No.
Seem like
Right.
Not really.
not really, right? So it's either what the European called you or it's what God called you. And we're here to tell you what God called you.
Right.
Because that's what's important and that's what matters. And more importantly, that's the truth.
Right.
Right? Give me first Ezra 4 and 28. Give me the book of let's start at Deuteronomy. Going back to Deuteronomy. Right? Chapter 28. So what we're doing is we're teaching these people on this side that they're chosen people. First, give me 2 Samuel 7 and 23. And believe it or not, God didn't make everybody the same. Y'all agree with that?
Yeah.
He made everybody the same?
Yeah, everybody's unique in their own way.
Unique. I'm going to show you what God says. Read 2 Samuel 7 and 23. Listen to this.
2 Samuel chapter 7, verse number 23.
Deuteronomy 26 and 19.
And what one nation in Israel.
God said, what nation on the earth is like his people? Right? Meaning, there's nobody on the earth like the children of Israel. That's what he said. Yes, he made everybody, but he said that there's nobody like the Israelites. Right? Go on.
Whom God went to redeem for a people to himself.
Y'all know about Moses?
Yes.
What did Moses do?
He created a...
That was Noah.
Wait.
That was Noah.
No.
What did Moses do? What does he know?
Didn't he open the Red Sea?
Right, split the Red Sea. There you go.
Okay, so I would...
And why did he do that? For fun?
to let his village walk.
His village? His people?